What's going on, guys? My name is Triforce Addiction. Welcome back to another COD mobile video. So today I want to talk about the patch notes for Season 5. More specifically, the bullet spread accuracy changes. I know it's kind of weird to talk about because, I mean, there's so many weapons that actually did get a buff. But I feel like this is probably more important to discuss because this actually does help a lot of weapons improve in terms of accuracy. So it's no surprise that bullet spread has been a heated topic in this game for quite a while. A lot of people want it to remain, a lot of people want it to be removed, some people just don't give a shit, like myself. But it is kind of important because I know a lot of people that complain about this have issues when they're trying to shoot at medium to long ranges with like even assault rifles, and it kind of feels like they're missing a lot of shots even though they know they're dead on accurate. I don't usually pay attention, but I'm sure there's quite a bit of people that lost some gunfights due to a gun having some bad bullet spread accuracy. There are some that have really good bullet spread and there's some that have like really bad. So for example, the QQ9 and the DRH have really bad ADS bullet spread. As for, you know, the assault rifles like the M16, Swordfish, and even the FR556, they can be known as one of the most accurate weapons. As for the snipers and shotguns, I think the shotguns do have bullet spread as well. But as for sniper rifles, it used to have bullet spread before they made the overhaul, but now it just has the idle sway and everything. But yeah, the bullet spread problem usually just lies with assault rifles and SMGs. I would say LMGs, but I mean, like, I don't really think a lot of people have a lot of bullet spread issues. These types of issues with BSA usually tend to, you know, be more of a hot topic with SMGs and ARs. So ARs have been, it is kind of weird because, you know, ARs are meant to be mid to long range weapons, and most of them can't even, you know, land a shot. It's kind of crazy. And this happened specifically with the DRH and I believe also the ICR. Well, at least from my personal experience. But based on what I've seen so far, you know, the assault rifles are alright with me. I mean, you know, I usually set it up to be accurate, or you know, in a certain way to balance everything out with speed, stability, and accuracy. So, I mean, I never really had a lot of issues, but if this is going to help me, you know, get long shots more consistently, I mean, yeah, more power to it. But actually, let's get down to the specific numbers for all these weapons. So for the Swordfish, M16, Pharaoh, LK24, FR556, ICR, AK, HVK, Man of War, and HBR, they're going to get a bullet spread decrease by 20%. So that is a massive amount. I'll admit though, for, you know, the FR556, M16, and Swordfish, I don't really see the need as to why, because I mean, those weapons are already extremely accurate, so adding that much more accuracy to it kind of seems pointless. It could have been used for other weapons that may have needed it. Other weapons that got a sizable change is also the M4, the M4 LMG, DRH, and UL736. So their bullet spread was reduced by 10 to 20%. So yeah, these weapons are going to be far more accurate than they were before. And that means with the M4 LMG specifically, you're going to be able to run a very fast class without having to miss from a long distance. So that's pretty cool. As for the UL736, I do not know because I usually don't ever really touch that, you know, LMG unless I'm like really bored. But for the DRH as well as the M4, yeah, those are much needed changes. As for the last section where it's less than 10, those were given to the Kilo, KN44, M13, ASM10, AK117, Type 25, AMAX, RPD, ASVAL, Type 25, Holger 26, GKS, Chopper, Hades, QQ9, and QXR. So even if these changes are like really minuscule for the weapons on the lower section, I mean, it's like any amount will actually do, because the QQ9 and the ASVAL, which are like one of my two most favorite weapons in this game, have not really had the best bullet spread accuracy, and I would always have to kind of like set it up in a weird way. I mean, with the QQ9 and the ASVAL as well, I would have to change it every now and then because sometimes I felt like the accuracy wasn't enough. But for a small change like this, it can really help a lot. In terms of having to change everything else, I don't really know. I mean, I probably should just keep everything the same. I just love the extra accuracy. But if I were to say, this was something that I'm glad it happened, because especially for the assault rifles, I feel like they needed it the most. And that's mainly because they have been left behind, left to rot for quite a long time. SMGs and just the newer assault rifles such as the M13 and the Kilo have ruled this game for a while. I mean, yes, the Type 25 had a time to shine for a bit, but it was only for a very, like, for about, I think, like 2 seasons, and that was pretty much it. But as for the M4, ASM-10, Man of War, I mean, those definitely needed some changes. Even if it's bullet spread accuracy and not range or damage, I mean, it's still fine with me. The one thing I do worry about is with the Odin and the Man of War, because since those are very similar weapons, but the Odin is actually a lot stronger. It does have a 2-shot kill potential. And for the Man of War, I would have liked if they increased the headshot damage just a little bit in order for it to have a 2-shot kill if you do land at least 2 shots to the head. I think that would have been pretty good, but I mean, yeah, who knows? Maybe this change is going to be pretty good. I'm not really that sure. I say this because with controller, you have a shit ton more accuracy, so you're going to be able to hit on the upper chest a lot easier, so you're going to get 2-shot kills like consistently. So I mean, the Man of War is going to be left behind if this doesn't get like some sort of buff. I know touch players, it's a lot harder to manage accuracy with all the fingers and everything, but I mean, yeah, that's why I worry. I mean, the Man of War should have had some sort of extra buff just to kind of have an even playing field with the Odin, because I did test it in game and in the practice range within the test server, and it was really, really powerful. Even past 20 meters, I mean, it was still able to 2-shot very well, so I don't know. So like I said, they are very, very welcoming changes. I know the M13 also got a bullet spread buff within that list, so I mean, oof, you could only imagine. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe for some more COD Mobile content. I'll see you guys next time.